teaching others, because when I first got into the healthcare field, people overlooked me. I was really a ninth grade dropout who had no education, but I was determined to make something of myself for my baby. So Motor City matched the funds I put into my business. They awarded me $20,000. So now I'm able to focus solely on first step healthcare training and give it everything it needs. All because I live in Detroit.
All right, and welcome to this edition of In the Conference Room with Mark S. Lee. I hope you're having a great day and a great week. Happy holidays to everyone. It's hard to believe that here we are in December. In less than 30 days, we'll be going into a brand new year. I'm your host, Mark S. Lee. We just sit back and relax, enjoy the conversation. As you know, we have conversation with business leaders from across the great city of Detroit, the state of Michigan, as well as across the country. And this week is no exception. Yes, it is December, but baseball is always going 24/7. I'm so pleased to have with me in the conference room is Asia Gholston, and she's the Vice President of Marketing for the Detroit Tigers. Asia, good morning. Thanks for joining me in the conference room. How you doing?
Hi, Mark. I am great. Thank you for having me. And you are not lying. I cannot believe we are this close to a new year.
Speaking of which, you just completed your first season with the Tigers, correct?
Yes. How insane is that? I think I met you on my first day. So, yes, I have just completed my first season with the Detroit Tigers.
That's right. We did meet on the first day. What an incredible season. We obviously did a couple of things together on my strictly business segment, amongst other things. And so that had to be an incredible experience for you to come into a situation that just exploded totally unexpectedly.
I know, but that's Detroit. That's my hometown. That's my city. I would expect nothing less but the unexpected.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of which, recently I was downtown. Obviously, kudos to the Detroit Lions for the incredible season that they're having. And I was walking to a Lions game, and I happened to peek through Comerica Park's fences as I was walking to Ford Field. And I saw some construction taking place. And so what we want to do is spend some time talking about the Home Plate Club. And my son was walking with me. Came in from Chicago. He says, "What's going on?" I said, "That's a great question." And the next day I get a news release, talks about the Home Plate Club. Talk about what's happening down at Comerica Park.
How cool is it that you got the drop and then you got the news release? It's usually the other way around.
Within a 24-hour period.
We knew you were going to come calling. So we were like, let's hurry up and get this information to Mark. But yeah, to your point, we are undergoing some immense construction over at Comerica Park. A couple weeks ago, we unveiled the Home Plate Club seat, but really we're just trying to listen to our fans and enhance the fan experience and make sure that they have a world-class experience when it comes to a Detroit Tigers game.
And it's my understanding this is part of an investment to enhance the consumer or the fan experience for both the fans and the players. And we'll unpack that in a second. The last year, there was the unveiling of the scoreboard, which I believe is the second largest in Major League Baseball. So talk
Correct.
about enhancing that experience and what impact, for example, did that scoreboard have, the second largest as it relates to the fan experience?
So the second largest scoreboard in MLB, as you mentioned, you've seen it, and I hope our fans have had a chance to see it. If not, you guys have to come down and check out this scoreboard. It is humongous. It provides an amazing vantage point for fans no matter where you are in the ballpark. So let's say you leave your seat for a second to go grab food at a concession stand and you hear a big play, you can probably turn around and see it being replayed. So we definitely want to make sure that our fans are able to take in the game no matter where you are. We stop short of the restrooms, but we definitely want to make sure that no matter where you are in the ballpark, that you are able to experience that game. We also enhanced the sound system and we added new concourse TVs, and there are plenty more things coming down the pipeline for our fans over at Comerica.
So let's focus on this year's investment, it being the Home Plate Club. See a little bit more specific in terms of the experience. What can people expect? Where's it going to be located? Talk about the seats themselves and what makes them so unique as part of the experience.
So the home plate club itself will be beneath the stands between the two clubhouses, and we are providing an unparalleled experience from the door to the diamond. So whenever we have our meetings internally, we're talking about what is it like from the time the fan, a home plate club member, parks till he or she gets to their seat right behind the diamond. So that's the unparalleled experience. We have VIP parking. There's a private entrance, which I'm so excited to unveil when that time comes. And there's private restrooms, all inclusive food and beverage, in seat service, curated amenities. I actually just got a first look at this Home Plate Club merchandise that will only be available in the Home Plate Club. And I've already asked the designers, like, can I have it first? So that's
And I can have
something
the
else.
second.
Yes. So I'm going to go first and we're going to slide something in for Mark, but we are really just creating an all-inclusive experience for that fan who wants a different vantage of baseball. And obviously the seat itself is behind home plate, hence the name Home Plate Club. And that seat is something that is amazing. It's the first of its kind in professional sports. It has a heating and cooling feature. So this is the seat that we're calling the all season seat. So it'll get you through the entire season of baseball. So in April, and now that, we may be playing baseball a little bit more in October, we have the heated function. And then you also have the cooling function that'll help you through those really tough, hot days in the summer. So we want you to be able to experience the game all season, not have to leave your seat. It's fan controlled, so we're not controlling the heat or cooling function. Is definitely up to you. So if you're sitting next to me, Mark, I tend to run cold, so I'm the person that'll have a heated seat on even in July. And I don't know what your temperature function is, but it's completely up to you to decide your experience. So that's something that's super exciting. The seat is actually 23% wider than your average stadium seat, so you have a little more room. We have the cushioned armrest, the cup holders right here. So all you have to do is sit and watch the game.
Just sit back and enjoy the game as Asia is talking. We've Paul, you see a couple of photos on the screen there. One, you see the actual view from behind home plate. You see the beautiful view of downtown Detroit, certainly off beyond center field. You can see the actual seat that she's referencing and some of the detail that she's referencing, talking about as relates to that comfort zone. I think that's awesome. I mean, baseball's come a long ways from me going to Old Tiger Stadium and sitting in those narrow seats, and now that people can go and have those very comfortable seats. Are those seats being made available to the public, or who will be able to have access to those particular seats?
Those seats are specific to home plate club members.
Got it. Got it. They're specific to home plate club members. Now, will they be ready by opening day of next year? What is the timeline for the construction to have it completed so that fans can begin to enjoy them?
Yes, fans will be able to take in that seat on April 4th for opening day.
Who's opening day against this year? Is it the Dodgers?
Well, the Tigers open on the road
On the road.
for the Dodgers, but our first home game will be against the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, and so as part of this investment as for the fan experience, and certainly the success on the field, it's more than, and they should talk about this, it's more than just a baseball game. I mean, obviously that's the core. The product is watching the Tigers play on the field, but as the fan experience continues to evolve, talk about the importance of the fan experience in terms of going to the stadium and making a day out of it. Why is that so important for the organization?
It's important for us because we want to create a destination, right? So we want to be able to reach all types of fans. So you may be an avid baseball fan and you are here to watch the game, and that is our job to make sure you're able to do that. But for other fans who may just want a night out on a town, we have our Friday night party in the park, which is one of my favorite executions. We launched block parties this year, so giving fans an opportunity to come down early. They can get in their seats early. They can hang out on Witherell Street. We have music, we have entertainment, there's merch, we have our partners there. We have food trucks, we have different beverage offerings that you can get at the block party. So that's something that was fun. This year we introduced post-game concerts. So we have Montel Jordan for 90s night. And, this is how we do it, is the pinnacle of the 90s. So yeah, we're looking just to create different experiences for our high-end fans, our family friends, our college students who are just looking for something else to do on the weekend. We are all in on the fan experience and making sure that we have different offerings for different types of fans.
And as we begin to wrap up, as I know you're busy, I appreciate your time this morning. Is I know, excuse me, somewhere down the road you have some other announcements coming down the road. So where can people find out and certainly be in tune to these other major announcements coming up leading to the season for next year?
Of course, be sure to follow the Tigers on all of your social media platforms. Check out tigers.com and be sure that you're signed up for our emails as well as our text messages, because we have quite a few announcements coming up over the leading up to opening day, really. And I don't want any of our fans to miss anything.
All right. Well, Agent Gholston, I want to thank you very much. Give me that website one more time before we break. What is the website for the Tigers one more time?
www.tigers.com.
All right, go Tigers. And although it's
Go
December,
Tigers.
although it's December, we know that our minds are always focused on the Tigers. Keep up the great work. We appreciate you joining me in the conference room as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. For all of you tuning in, I want you to call, make it a great day, make it a great week. Happy holidays. And we will check you out next time on In the Conference Room with Mark Esley. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone.
I love teaching others because when I first got into the healthcare field, people overlooked me. I was really a ninth grade dropout who had no education, but I was determined to make something of myself for my baby. So Motor City matched the funds I put into my business. They awarded me $20,000. So now I'm able to focus solely on first step healthcare training and give it everything it needs. All because I live in Detroit.